I think if we put a noggin here, I'll have to get the sink out another day and check where it needs to be. I mean, I should be able to screw into the ply, but it would help if it went into a noggin as well, wouldn't it?
Well, if that just went across there,
yeah,
that is about sink height, isn't it? Stand in there and wash your hands.
I don't know, you can't guess on the job, can you? That'd be a bit silly. What if it's a fraction out? That's... No, but it's in an actual cupboard.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. I thought you were just going to...
No. It's not a loose... It's a proper cupboard.
Well, it was just a basin.
No.
That you're going to screw to that.
No, it's a proper cupboard and everything.
A freestanding cupboard.
It's a cupboard, yeah, built in.
Right.
Okay. So I think we should put one slightly higher up and then not put a noggin in there, because we can't put a noggin in there.
No.
Grazie. I don't mind chopping it, so if you want to flush it, it's easier to hold the thing straight then, isn't it? Yeah?
There we go. Happy?
Yeah.
Chop it.
Chopping it.
So this time?
One is on an angle.
Well, it's a bit too tight.
I think that. Can I just have a look at that? Yeah, that's the one. Have I been a bit thick?
I think you're just a little bit thick, lad.
I have.
Do you know what it needs? A midge's nudger.
Do you know what it means?
Up and down like a price 90.
God. Right, before I go back up. In fact, I'll stay in here until you've...
We're in.
Yeah?
We're in.
Right. Is there do you need, how thick a wedge do you need up there, John? I'm just a bit concerned it's doing a lot of that.
Up here?
Yeah. Here.
It won't be doing.
I'm just going to cut you a piece so it stops it from doing it.
Will it not damage the...
No, if I can find one that'll just slot in without scraping, too much scrape.
Well, that's in. It's just in.
Yeah, but I want it... Yeah, but it's sticking.
It's a permanent thing, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, let's measure it properly.
Right, measure it then.
Well,
I don't want to, like you say, I don't want to scrape it. You can slide it in from the back, you see. You don't have to slide it in from the front. There's just...
Well, it needs half a blade's width off that.
Okay, well I can cut it off that.
Well, be very...
I won't cut it off, I'll cut it off a piece of waste. See what, it's less than that?
Yes.
Okay.
Half a mil.
Half a mil.
There we go. That's it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Bit of glue on that, I'll slide in nicely and then it's set.
Okay, do your worst.
What am I doing?
Screwing.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. I just don't know if the wood's... Right, let's get this one in this side.
Can you get it? It's twisting me back. Maybe we should have done them on the top.
Pardon?
Maybe we should have done them on the top.
Okay.
Right. So we just need to put some more in.
Right, let's get that on charge.
I've got another one, I
I've
think.
got that skin on my knuckles after that.
Right. Okay.
This one needs... They do need two screws in them.
Yes.
How is that twisted?
It's not bad. It's fine. As long as it's not proud. Doesn't matter.
I'm not proud. Right. Are we? Where are we going from here?
One more. Just at the sort of down there. I think that's it. We can wrap it up. Right. As you can see, this part is virtually done. Everything's in place, everything's in line, and everything is true to where we want it to be. This is the most important part to get absolutely plumb on, which it is. The only thing I've got to do now is put two decent sized screws into the ply, through this bottom noggin into the ply. This ply is now well and truly solid. I'm really pleased with that. That makes that surface perfect. We've marked out where the holes that are underneath the ply, we've marked those out, so then if we need to gain access and we need to make an inspection hatch, we can do, because we know exactly where they are. So all I've got to do is do that, and then I think we'll wrap this episode. Well, we won't wrap the episode up, but for today we'll just call it a day, and then we will come back on Tuesday of next week, not that it matters to you, and then we will finalize this episode, if that's all right with you. So I'm just going to drill a couple of holes and then put those screws in, and then you can see the finished article. But that, out of everything that we've done today, I'm extremely pleased with this bit. I'm extremely pleased with the floor, but that tops the day off. I'm really thrilled with that. Everything is just slotted into place. Fingers crossed that goes the same way, but we're a long way off that side, that is for sure. So I shall finish off by putting a couple of screws, no particular order. That one in. There we have it. We shall leave that. And what I've done, I don't know whether you can see that, just to stop that from moving, I've just put a bit of a noggin in the top of there, and I've glued that. I haven't glued it to this surface, but I have glued it to this piece of wood. It'll just stop it from moving until we've decided what we're going to do here, because as I said last time, I'm thinking of having a sliding door here, and we want to try and squeeze in a bit of a cabinet. So I've got some ideas on that. and I'll let you know. Oh, and we're going to pull out the sink from wherever that is, because we need to position the sink, and then I need to get my son-in-law to come in and start routing some pipes. So we'll see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.
Okay.
Right, so we're on with the next bit now. Now that that's set down there and it's screwed into place, we've got this, which is obviously still unstable. That's where this piece comes in. So I've been doing a bit of whittling while I've been waiting for John, because I wanted to get it as neat as possible on this side. Obviously we've got lots of curves and all sorts of things going on. So I've put just a wedge and I've used a clamp on that side. I've got it level and marked it off, and I've marked it off on the bulk head as well, and that just gives me a third or fourth arm to be able to just get that into position and have a little look to make sure I've got it nice and level, which I think I have at the moment. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Obviously I've taken the plumb line down here in order to get it level up here so it's nice and flush, because we've got nothing to go off apart from taking a plumb line from this edge, which fingers crossed is right, because nothing seems to be level on this boat whatsoever. So there we are. So John, I was originally going to put a piece of wood up against this ceiling, but on reflection I think it's probably best as John suggested, because putting it here, because it gives us chance to slide. Don't forget, we've still got this half section with the curve that's moulded in this material. We've got to get that through that gap round to finish it. So we have to have a gap there really in order to have it. I suppose we could cut it, but you know, I don't really want to cut, because you know, if we don't have the boat for years, somebody else might want to do some changes, and I've broken it in bits, and I wanted to try and keep it as original as possible within reason. So I think that's what we'll do. If we have to cut it, do you know what? We will. But at this moment in time, I reckon we might be able to just slide it into place. Plus, if I screw this top joist into position there and there, we can move that out the way for it, get this piece in, put that back, and then we can carry on. So today we're going to do that, get that into position and put a face on here, and then we'll start thinking about pulling the sink out and putting that into position and just establishing how much room we've got left, because I've still yet to decide what size toilet we're going to put in this area here. So we shall get on. What do I need to do now? No, I need to drill and screw this first. Okie dokie. Right, well, we're on the technical bit now, shall we say, and that is, I've made a rough diagram. Nothing's to scale. Let's hope it is to scale when we get it mapped out on a piece of ply. I've yet to decide which thickness, but we'll do that when we go down there. You can see I've taken the top sizes, nothing straight, apart from obviously this is the key size. We know that's flat and we know that's right. They're right angles. So we're good to go with these sizes. So I've gone from this side and I've taken sizes in increments of 20 mil all the way up. No, not 20 mil, 20 centimeters increments all the way up. So it gives me an idea on how it's reducing on this side, because obviously the boat's coming in on an angle. Not only it's going out on an angle at the bottom, but then it comes in on an angle at the top. So I'm going to rough cut a section out so we're not dealing with a huge piece of ply. So I need at least 165 by well, I've got a size there. I'll add those two together and I'll just take a block and then I'll show you how I'll block cut it out. So with that, we'll go down there and we'll do what we did with the bulkhead, and that's we'll cut it off down on the left hand side. So I'll see you down there, shall I? Right, welcome to the lower decks of the warehouse. So we're back with a 3/4 of a nice piece of ply and 10% a horrible piece of ply. As you can see, we have a horrible edge there. That's how far this warehouse was flooded. So to be honest, that's not much use really, but we don't need that. I think we've got enough ply. We've got enough good stuff to be on with. So I found the inner section of the old wardrobe area, which when I married up the size of this, you can see this shape is very similar to the shape that I drew out. I've double checked the sizes, and although this is slightly greater in size than the sizes that I've got, I'm just using it as a rough template to start with. So what I'm going to do is just take a rough cut, and then I can get rid of the majority of this, stick that over there, and then we've got a more manageable piece so we can accurately make some sizes. So I've done a quick draw line over that lot. That can now be removed, stacked with the other rubbish. And we'll just get cutting this out. So I'm sure you'll be right back once it's chopped, ready for the more accurate cuts. See you shortly.
Right, we're not having tea today.
Right, we're having soup.
I promise you, we did discuss it.
Yes, it's been a couple of weeks now, has it? Have you grown?
And you, as you said, your preference was for mushroom soup.
Yeah.
So this is JG homemade mushroom soup. Chestnut mushrooms, that's why it is fairly dark in colour.
Wow, it's pungent.
That's because chestnut mushrooms are the strongest. Well, I don't know if they are or not. I just heard they were very good.
Yeah, he did make me a vegetable. What was that other soup?
That was a celery and chilli soup. He has the palate of a 3-year-old child.
Tell you what, I ever want to strip that boat, the hull, and I run out of nitrobos, just run up some soup.
Yeah. Well, you disregard my tea, and now you're having a go at soup.
That wasn't tea. That wasn't tea. Anyway, welcome to tea break, coffee break, stroke soup break.
It is a soup break today.
Yes.
I've never had coffee. Cheers, everybody. Would you like to try it?
Yeah, I thought it might be steaming up.
Well, it's been in the flask for a while.
Wow, it's got chunks of stuff in it.
It's not chunks of stuff, it's chunks of mushroom.
Sorry, chunks of mushroom. Has it got garlic in it?
A bit of garlic did cross along the way.
That's cool. No, I like garlic.
Healthy garlic.
That's hot. I like. Has it got pepper in it?
No, it doesn't have pepper in it.
Okay.
No peppers and no chilies, because I
Has it
know
got
how
salt in it?
delicate you are.
Has it got salt?
No, there is no salt in it. I don't use
Wow.
salt.
Mmm. Well, I do like that soup. Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent.
So, I know we've got. You've told me that we've no questions.
I have a question.
Oh,
for you, which is lucky.
it is. So we don't get any questions. Clearly, nobody likes.
Don't worry, we're going to get around. I need a word with you bunch as well. We're going to get around to that in a while. As far as you're concerned, I want to know what is happening with that. It's Perkins
4108.
Oh, is that? I thought it was a 308 or something. Perkins 4108, because it sat there in the back of the boat, looking rusty and unhealthy. I thought we were going to get somebody to come and drag it out.
No, we're doing it ourselves.
Serious?
Yeah.
I know why.
Why?
Because of my success with servicing my own lawnmower. I've got a petrol lawnmower and it wouldn't start, and I serviced it myself and got it working. Now you want to do the same thing to this?
Yeah,
Is it that simple?
it's that simple.
Clean the carbs. Just a little bit of carb cleaner. Change the spark plug.
It hasn't got a carb.
There's only one spark plug on my lawnmower.
It's a diesel. It's got injectors.
Wow. Is this diesel as well?
It's diesel. It's got injectors.
Oh, right.
Now, the 4108, the 4 means it's 4 pot, 4 pistons. It is a beast of an engine for that sized boat. But I have been umming and ahhing about it, as they know, because over the period, if you've watched from the very beginning to the present day, I have mentioned that quite a number of times. That I've decided I am going to keep that engine because it worked perfectly before the boat was pulled out of the water. So it hasn't got it. Its main problem was it shook a lot, so the engine mounts were obviously shot at, to the point where there was oil coming out the bottom end of it. Now, I still don't know what it's like underneath the engine, but I did speak to somebody with regards to that engine, and they said one of the weaknesses was the oil filter tended to corrode, so it could be that has allowed the oil to drain out. Now also, the oil hasn't been in that engine for about 5 years as I've known it, so I'm hoping that it's not gone rusty on the inside. But I am prepared to whip that engine out. As you saw Warings very kindly in one of the episodes, put a beam across. It's all ready to be pulled out of the boat. We've just got to figure out how we shunt it across and then lower it down so we can work on it down here. But I'm taking the head off. I'm going to check it all over and we'll take it from there. But that engine's definitely going back. Yeah, yeah, I think you'll learn something. I'm going to learn. I've never taken the diesel out. I've never taken the Perkins to bits before. I've done in my RS 2000 days, I'd stripped a 2 litre Pinto down, which was a petrol engine, but I've never done a diesel before.
Have you seen the mess this mechanicking makes in hands?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Yeah, he proves himself.
I want gloves. I want gloves. Anyway, I wish I hadn't asked that now.
Well, it is important.
Mm.
And the problem is never going to go away, but we decided to work from the front back. So we're not at the engine yet.
No, biggest problem last. Right. The issue I have is we're making a bit of an effort to sort of keep you entertained. We're here every week. We'll be here when you're not here. We keep coming back. We're doing the editing. He's doing all the waffle. We've made it easy for you to get in contact. All you need to do is email us to nauticus27foot@mail.com. Yeah? Do you want some more? And then,
Thank you.
I'm guilty of it myself. The problem is, you watch the video, you get to the end of it, and you think, I'm going to go and buy some of that stuff that he said. So you get in the car and you dash down to B&Q or Screwfix, or if you're over the big pond, you go to Home Depot, or, you know, get rid of that. So there's no point asking you to press that like thing, the thumbs up, at the end of the episode, because you won't remember. So I'm going to give you 3 seconds now to press that little thumbs up. 3 seconds of silence. Press the thumbs up. Now subscribe. And now, what's the other one? Oh, ring the bell. Okay.
Notifications when it's next on.
Yeah, notifications. And the thing is, just let us know you're there. Email us or send us a comment. You know.
Yeah, I like the idea of the email because I'd like to see pictures of other people's boats, and I'd like to put them on because that gives me an idea of what other people have got in relation to why they're watching our channel.
And we need the questions, which leads me to our question this week.
Yes, and it was actually put on by Marcus on YouTube, and it was a couple of episodes ago.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll have a little. I took a photograph
It is
of it.
very good, this suit.
It is. I might have overfilled mine thinking that I'd done it myself, then you wouldn't have any more. There is some left, but I don't think you've got as much as I have. Right, so Marcus Webber. Marcus, thanks very much for this.
Cheers, Mark.
Yeah, and he gives us a thumbs up and he's very pleased to see that we're back. Marcus asks us, where is Starfire, the blue missile, which was that small speedboat? Well, Marcus, it was a tough decision, really. I had too many trinkets. I couldn't resist that boat because I loved it because it reminded me of what 60s boats looked like. And I came across it.
It was a bargain.
It was an absolute bargain. I think it was £500 with the trailer and everything. But the engine was the major issue with that. It was a Mercury and it was one of the very early ones. And some kind person who got in touch with me that worked for Mercury over in America said it's very difficult to get parts for that, which may be the reason why it never really got restored. Anyway, the top and bottom, I had to make a decision. It was taking up too much room. It was a real struggle pushing it in, pushing it out. And I've got, as you know, I've got classic cars as well. Two of them live here, one lives at my dad's and one lives in my own garage, so I've got 5 in total. So it's difficult to have the room to work on this, and this is imperative that we get it finished and on the water.
Out of the way.
Out of the way, because ultimately we want to branch out in here. We want to restore your car, don't we, for starters? So we've got a TR6 to restore after this.
Well, it doesn't need restoring, it just needs spraying.
Yeah, it needs rear quarters. One rear quarter. Anyway, it does need work, and that may be interesting for the channel anyway. But also, we want to continue videoing when we've got the boat on the water. We're going to continue videoing what we're doing on the water.
Yes, indeed.
So it would be nice, going back to it, if you would send us your boats in. And
hopefully that's answered your question, Marcus.
yeah, sorry, I've transferred. Yeah, we haven't got it anymore. In fact, it went down to a guy who, fortunately, was an enthusiast. He was part of the Classic Motor Club, and of which I was a member. And he bought it, and he's going to restore it. And I've asked him to send us some pictures once he's restored it.
It was on the south coast, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was Southampton or Portsmouth or somewhere around there. But he came up and he took it away, and that was the end of the Blue Missile.
It says no more.
Yeah, it's no more up this neck of the woods.
Don't mention it again.
So yeah, there we go.
Okay, you've had your talking to. I expect some emails, and I expect comments, bells ringing all over the place, and the other thing, I can't remember what it is. Comments, bells ringing. Oh, likes.
Likes and notification bell.
Yeah,
That's
thank you very much. Now then, we're going to get it back there.
Yeah, I'll finish this. Just to let you know, well, I'll talk about it up there, but you'll see we've just this minute finished trimming in that oak piece of panelling, and it just needs fixing in place, so you'll get to see that in a minute. And then, well, we'll probably wrap it up by then.
I think we need to. It's a long one.
It's a long one again.
Yeah, they'll be getting bored. Consider yourself chastised.
Well, I won't chastise.
I did. Adios.
It's really nice though.
Really healthy as well. Mushrooms, bit of olive oil, a load of garlic.
Yeah. You said you didn't put any, a little tiny bit of garlic, you said. You just said load of garlic.
Oh, it's heaped with garlic.
It's heaped with garlic
I
now.
cut him with a spade.
My God, you've gone from it might have had a little bit of garlic, so it's got a load of garlic, and now it's a heap of garlic.
People have been complaining about it for days, don't worry.
Well, it's good job I like garlic.
Well, you made sure you got your share anyway.
I did, thank you. Yeah, was there any left? Is there any left?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know what came over. You were too busy talking, so.
Just no manners at all. Right, let's get back to work.
Right, switch that off, and then I'll go up and then.
Right, so we've trimmed it off as best we can. We've tried it, and we've just whittled it away until we've got it to a respectable level. Let's put it that way. So it's just going to get put into its final place. Which will be like so. There we go. Looks like we're going to have to get some white spirit on the job, John. There's a few marks here, and I have noticed a few yellow bits. I don't know where they've come from. But anyway, that is pretty tight there. All it needs then is maybe slightly bigger, something like that in the corner, like so.
Bit of beading.
Bit of beading. It's going to be something going up there as well, so there's a bit of stuff that we can do. The secret of doing that would be to chop some things in it and then make it bend around, but you can get the picture, can't you? So that'll get glued and screwed into place or pinned with my nail gun. And I think we can say that's a wrap for this. Don't you think? That's done. That's nice and strong. We've got to figure out where we're going to put the door next, but that's in another episode. It'll be the next one. So, yes, we shall continue. But for now, you can have a breather and so can we. And I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, click that notification, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye for now.